Way to go. Why didn't your light on? Hey, Eric, as you go by, will you flick on the lights back over there?
Siri, turn the lights on.
Eric,
Thank you,
turn the
Siri.
lights on. Thank you.
Well, we don't have a quorum, do we?
Yeah.
Three of us?
Three.
Whether,
Three's a
I
quorum.
think mayor.
Three's a quorum. You only got
Yeah, you
five.
were-
Phil Klein told me he wasn't coming. He got called to St. Louis. So
Wow.
that's just all he said, so,
Yeah.
Okay.
at least I think it just came up as Phil, so I was guessing it was Phil Klein.
We have two Phils, so.
Yeah, I know. I have a phone number. I just didn't cross-check it with.
Okay. Shut off.
How do you?
Thank you again for doing this. You
Yes,
do
sir.
such a wonderful job.
It's getting easier.
Oh, yeah.
I do it for Hope also, so. Speaking of Hope, I wonder Amy's out.
Amy coming tonight?
She said she'd see me later at the tree board. She actually moved into her house last weekend.
Amy did?
Yeah.
Is she staying there?
She moved into her house, the one that she's renovating. Yeah. And last night she took the cat.
I don't bugger. You didn't even tell me.
Well, because she's still got 3 sheds to go through. I mean, what are they called?
Storage units.
Storage units to go through.
Yeah, she told me that way back when, but I didn't know she moved along. Ooh,
Yeah.
great for her.
Zimmerman's not real happy, her cat, because he likes the cats at my house, so.
Oh dear. That's going to be sad.
And I see somebody storming in here, so,
Oh, is there?
yeah, they just came across, so I think that might have been
Wait
Amy.
for a minute.
Well, we can go ahead and get started here because we need to start with the call the meeting to order and do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, this is the Sidewalk and Tree Board meeting for the month of February. Can you believe it's February?
Next time it'll almost be spring.
Yeah, so, attendance, we have, find my pen here. We have Anna here, we have Eric here, and we have Jim here. So with 3 members, we do have quorum. We also have Randy Williams, Amy Rowe, and we have, huh?
You're.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, okay.
Choo-choo.
2-2, yes.
Okay. Starting off, January meeting minutes were distributed by email. Any comments, suggestions? Thoughts?
So under new business there, did that sound okay to you guys, what I wrote about Stephen Williams? I could have gone on forever, but I just tried to push it down into a little bit smaller paragraph. So if you'll read that and just make sure everything sounds good there and that I got the information correct.
Did you tell, I didn't realize link one of them, baby. We'll tell her. From the link to the side of the film.
That should be like
Is that what that is?
full work iPad. I've been waiting on it all day. Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Good enough?
That's a good summary of the discussion.
Move to accept.
It's been moved that we accept the January minutes.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. All right.
You told me to put this on this meeting, the next point.
Yeah,
In fact, we were just talking, Beth and I were just talking about it.
oh, the inventory?
No,
Or
the standard operating procedure.
Oh,
for
SOP for
tree
rough
removal.
draft, yeah.
Oh, that, we weren't talking about that. We were talking about something else.
No. So the next item is removal requirements and standard operating procedure, rough draft. We've talked about this a couple of times. We had a full meeting last time. I asked that it be moved to this meeting.
Dwayne said what? Amy, what'd you say?
Dwayne said he did not get with you about that.
No, we haven't. I guess we're just going, yeah, we can move this on down. Get to it this month, maybe.
So put it back on for March?
Yeah, just move this one on down. Then, because the next item has actually been consuming all my time. I have the inventory. It's, in my hands. I can pull it up, look at everything. What Anna put in the minutes is actually my email, that I sent out. And
Sounded so good. I just rewrote, just.
yeah, and that's fine. Now that we have the inventory, we need to use it. And I think one of the most effective ways to do this would be to get a workshop on the agenda sometime. And this would not be a meeting, it would be a workshop where we can introduce the inventory. I am working on getting it so that everybody can access it. Create a login where it is not editable for read only, so that we don't risk somebody getting in and messing up some of the data. But I would like to do a workshop. I've got a lot to learn on that system. I'm still working on it. But I'd like to do a workshop where we can introduce the inventory, show what we can do with it, give folks a chance to play with the data, see what's there, because it's amazing. We can pull a park and look at a park individually, or look at a street individually, and do a lot of things with the data. And then start making a plan for what to do with the data. Of course, when we start getting into that, that probably bleeds back into the public meetings. Dwayne, I did talk to Dwayne about the inventory on Sunday at church, and we were chatting about it. He says, "Is this something we could get up on the city website?" That's beyond me. At this point in time, it may be feasible at a later point.
Excuse me. Had a link to it. If you want to read it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Everything's password protected at this point. I couldn't put it in within a password. I know we do it with state.
Listing itself on that.
Yeah, but we could put the Excel sheet up, or maybe the executive summary, but
Yeah, that'd be good.
What would his purpose for doing that? Just so that people would know which trees are gonna come down? Okay.
I mean, you can look up your own trees.
Oh.
You know,
So you could see what your tree is.
yeah. The other nice thing is if somebody says, I would like to cut or like to propose for removal of tree 1974. Tree ID 1974. Well, I can tell you that that is a sugar maple out in front of my house. And it has that ID number. I just remember it because it also happens to be the year I was born. So, anyway, there is the advantage of making some of that information maybe a little more publicly available, but I'm not sure how far we should go. And that's a question I need to ask of a few experts, is how public do you make the inventory?
He doesn't those things
Yeah.
on the website, so.
Yeah, but some of it is the technical side of it right now is beyond me, so we'll figure something out. But as far as this workshop goes, I'd like to have tree board, parks board, and any city employee who deals with a tree, whether it be the street department people or if anybody's interested in that. I can show you how to put an app on your phone where you can just pull the inventory right on your phone. It'll take you right where you're at. And you can tap on the tree and it'll pull up the information on it.
With the intention here for that, would
Would it be the intention that when a tree is taken down, that it would be removed from the inventory? Or so how do you manage the maintenance of the inventory?
That's a great question. And
Would that be part of the SOP
conversation that you were having?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just was thinking through that, is that you spent all this money
Yeah.
on this lovely inventory, and
Yeah.
then it could very quickly become out of date because it's not updated with inaccurate.
Between the last inventory and this inventory, we're missing 250 odd trees.
Because nobody added or nobody.
Because nobody took care of them, but I'm sure we did not take down 250 trees.
The inventory.
5 years? 2020? Yeah, right about 2020, 25, 6 years.
How many years is a year to 50 years? That sounded a lot. That'd be 250
That's
trees.
more than we asked to cut down.
Oh, okay. I was just curious. Yeah.
You know, whether the public cut them down or the street department took them down
That would
or,
be fascinating to know if,
Yeah.
because then you would know if we updated, if you guys had in the standard operating procedure, the update, a process for update.
yeah,
And you had those, then the next time it's done, then you would say, okay, this is how many this did. And then whatever is subtracted from that would be what the general public had done. Like that would be the,
Is the general public allowed to do that?
no.
not technically.
I was just curious.
I don't know.
But,
I don't know.
okay, and my understand, before I came on this tree board, way before I came on this under tree board, I cut down trees up on my sidewalk. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
And I paid people a lot of money to cut those trees down.
Maybe we need to have that conversation with, I mean, there are cities where if you've got to go through a whole permitting process to take down a street tree.
Maybe
And,
that's part of too, like the education, when you're doing the education.
Yeah, like at the festival.
yeah,
Yeah, we could have some simple
Yeah.
questions and, you know, give them a piece of candy or whatever,
yeah.
you know, do some education that way.
And then,
So Eric, are you thinking a workshop over a lunch time?
afternoon, evening, whatever works.
Well, I think we need to have food if we want anybody to come because people will not come without food. They won't.
Well, you're right.
I
So
don't
do we
know.
have money in our budget to have a little like
I don't know if that's an allowable expenditure.
that?
For a workshop?
Yeah, we could have food, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm used to DNR rules. I can't spend anything on money or any money on food.
That's state, that's fine.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's,
So are you
gotta-
thinking
you
maybe
gotta-
sometime in March, give yourself a
You're
little bit
having-
more time to play with it? Cause I'm assuming you'll be the presenter.
yeah.
we'll
And,
have to figure out though, I mean, if you have this workshop, you're gonna have to live stream it probably because you'll have a quorum of tree board and then part where people come, they'll probably a quorum too, so we'll have to juggle that around.
I don't know that, yeah, we'll, I really want the people who are interested in using the thing. I don't want to make
Okay.
mandatory attendance. I want this to be the people who are really interested in this stuff and making it happen. So, as far as mandatory attendance or anything, and we could do it a couple of different times.
And maybe it's one of those things you get because I think that was one of the questions that Dwayne had, was the operating procedure of who's responsible for it before you do the training, because then that would probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what did I miss there?
So just stating that, knowing that one of the questions that Eric and Dwayne were supposed to sit down and discuss is who would be responsible for updating the inventory when the
Oh.
tree came down from the.
Yeah.
And that probably would be necessary because then you know who to train or who like has to be at that meeting, right?
Yeah. And
Versus who gets to be there for fun.
yeah. And part of it, you know, if the city takes down a tree, they just drop you a text and say, if they can look up the number and say, hey, we removed tree 1492 on Tuesday, then I can go in and say removed by street department and make a note on it and away we go. And take it off the inventory.
figure out the policy right now, but trying to figure out the easiest way so that you're not having too much bureaucracy and like, you know, I guess they could text you or I don't know.
You know, I could, if somebody's interested, I could give somebody in the street department access to it to modify the inventory. But, you know, again, that's just a responsibility that, yeah, I don't know if
Well, I mean, it can't be rocket science.
it's not.
You go in and delete it, right? That's,
No, you don't delete it, you modify the point, you edit it.
okay,
And, but that's the thing is everybody's got to do it the same way.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Template, all you gotta do is type it in, save it as something else and email it to you.
yeah.
That way you would
And
have
then you'd
the
have like a
same
paper
document
trail.
coming each time. And they could put their name at the bottom, who's requesting, and you could actually put on there why.
So this is before the tree gets taken down, Randy?
No,
Well,
if there was a template created so somebody could get on the city's website or whatever, fill it out for what tree they want taken down. Most people don't know the numbers, so you give them a tree location.
Yeah.
But if I can give people a way to get on the app and get on the map without the, you know, view only,
I
and
don't
they
think
can
they'll
look,
use
and
it.
they can look the tree up
It'll
or
be
give
too
me
hard.
the address, it doesn't matter.
Well, don't we already have a template or?
None.
We created something, there was like a process, that's what I created for.
The SOP.
Yeah, the SOP, which they have, and Dwayne and, I think that was the only part that just needed to be looked at was the piece about who is going to update the inventory once the tree, they wanted to look at the SOP and see if everything made sense, which I basically took the information from what the gentleman had stated and put it in a document. So I assume that it's what they had requested, but maybe not. But then the only part I think that was not determined was who would be responsible for updating. That was an outstanding question. And
Right, but let's go all the way back to the start. So I need a tree taken down. How do you know that? How does,
well, that was part of the SOP. I can't remember what it was.
I
I'd
don't
have to
it with
look.
me.
it's been a couple months
There's a
ago.
form.
What's the form? Okay, so that's kind of what Randy was talking about.
I think he was talking about a template to update. Oh, here it was taken out or whatever the inventory would do.
Oh,
Oh,
there's.
No, he was talking about they want their tree taken down.
Want me to make you another copy of this? Just so you have it. Okay.
You got it.
I thought they was
Taking it down.
gonna-
About the planting of trees that they had to add to that.
Oh, I see. Uh-huh.
Oh, here we go. Resident submits a request through in-person
Well,
submission, email or
Anyway,
mail.
we're not done with this.
Yeah, they're not done quite. That was like the first draft of it.
Yeah, we'll move on. The last thing I've got on the whole inventory thing that I'm currently working on is this thing called iTree. And I love when you can hand somebody a big number. So if we can just turn around and say that the trees in this community add $6 million of value a year to the community, if we can put a number like that on it, it gets people's attention. Your head came up.
$6 million for trees? I'm like, what?
Yeah, I don't know what that number will be until I get it run through the system, but because I've got the new inventory, I've got to get, the problem is that the system only runs on PCs and all I have is Macs.
Oh.
So, I'm going to have to raid my wife's computer in order to get this done. So anyway, we'll get there. It gets attention and it helps people realize that this is a bigger deal than they thought it was. You know, trees, who care? Well, if I can say that as a whole, the street trees divert 2.5
asset.
$2.5 million of stormwater runoff, you know, and you take that back to the water department and they'll look at that and say, well, yeah, okay, cool. Let's plant more trees. You know, so it's a way to make, the benefits of trees real. And, that's one of the things.
Buying trees.
Yes. Yeah, I deal with this all the time with work. Right now, I'm working on a project that, um, it's hard to put dollar values to, but then again, that's the only way the higher ups in the administration understand it. So that's kind of the line of thinking is if I say there's 6,000 trees, who cares? Now if I told you there was 4.2 million board feet. All right, but that's all I had on the, I've got one other thing. We did get an extra billing and I was kind of expecting this. Great Lakes did send us a bill for $437.50.
That today, and it's gonna come out of this year's budget.
Yep.
We need to talk about the encumbrance, because I did get that invoice, but I can't remember the dollar amount, but I was going through the budget for the trees. And there had already been like almost $9,000 taken out for a bunch of trees that we took down, then the $15,000 for the inventory, so we've got about $17,000 left to put for the trees, so we'll probably have to divide the cost. I don't know how much I can't remember how much the 30 trees were. Do you remember?
What are you asking, Beth?
How much?
Well, down here at number 5, encumbered trees for,
Oh, yeah, that's, full pound.
how much?
For the
Well,
trees, for the planting
30,
trees,
yeah, the 30 trees.
full pound.
Okay, good, then there'll be enough. All right, moving on.
Problem solved.
So did you want to think about a date for your workshop? I would like, if we are going to do this, I would like to do it before my life gets busy, which in the spring, my life gets busy with gardening. I'll have a lot of time for extra meeting.
Suggestion for date? We could do it after one of these meetings.
So, 6:30 to 7:30?
Something like that. Give it a
What
break
does
and
that sound like to you guys?
What did you just say? I'm sorry.
He said maybe we could do his inventory meeting
Oh,
after this meeting.
So if you pass that, if you get the SOP and you pass it and then you have training, you can get all of that out of the way in
yeah.
March. I told Dwayne, he's like, can we just get this stuff out of the way? Then they don't have to meet every month, but.
Sounds.
Where would we hold this meeting? Here? Yeah, of course it'll be here. Duh.
You'll be here, so.
But can we eat food in this? I know, I'm all worried about my food.
I know you are. I see that. Yeah, we do. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, we bring in food
yeah.
in here.
Yeah.
We've had.
I know, it sounds like our budget's going quickly, so it'd have to be something like heavy hors d'oeuvres with a drink or something like that. I don't know.
Pizza.
Pizzas are good.
That's what we usually get is pizza.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, pizza and water. So,
Pizza nuggets.
you're so cute.
I vote for Jim's idea.
What?
Well, I wouldn't mind heavy hors d'oeuvres, but,
No, he said pizza and beer.
Oh. I don't know if the city did for me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water,
you might want it.
About water and.
Okay, so that would be March the third.
Tuesday, March 3rd. I'm clear. I can do it.
So how do we market this? To get the right people here.
Facebook.
On Rochester Facebook?
Yeah, well, the city Facebook.
We can do it that way. We can also,
On the website, we could post it. I don't know if you want to put it in top of the town. You can do that, town top, whatever it's called.
I mean, it can be done.
And do that. So basically, we're talking about a workshop on tree.
The tree.
Tree inventory.
Inventory, how to use it / the importance of it.
What it tells us and
So you said the park board, so we would have
He
to,
just threw that out, so I don't know.
huh?
He just threw that out as one of the ones I wrote that down, but he said city employees who deal with trees, tree board, park board. So.
again,
Wayne is, he deals with trees and he's on this committee and so. Wayne and Landon maybe. So.
yeah, but the park board, because actually a whole bunch of the trees that are high risk are on parks properties. About
okay.
half of our removal is probably on parks property. And how high of a risk is a tree sitting out on a golf course anyway?
Depends on if you're the golfer.
Well, yeah, there's always that, but they're not exactly going to go landing on a golf course tree isn't going to go landing on a car that's parked underneath it. So, so there's some trees and some considerations, and we can help the Parks Board with that, and that's part of the offer, is to show them what data we have and how we can help them use it. All right.
March 3rd, March 3rd. After this meeting, so it'll be 30.
Yeah,
I
we'll
did-
try to get done by 6:30. So we can start that and be done by 7:30, so people have the rest of their evening.
Yeah, I would do 6:30 to 7:30. March 3rd.
Are you gonna tell her, are you gonna ask her to put it on the Facebook page then?
Mhm.
You want me to get hold of the town?
Yes, you can do that.
Does the Shoppers Guide have anything similar?
Yeah, they always have events.
Oh, okay.
And they list your tree and sidewalk board meetings. Get it out, Beth. So.
All right.
So the ones on Rochester that Jim went and looked at.
Mhm.
How do you go about doing or whatever we're gonna do with them, or what you're gonna do with them too?
Well, I told you they shoveled the sidewalk, but I didn't stop all the way here, so I didn't.
So you
stop.
wanna see that's doing to the sidewalk before anybody decides anything?
I'd like to see the sidewalk on the curb.
Okay,
Included, is everything.
How many trees were there, Andy?
two,
On Rochester Boulevard?
I think it's Rochester.
But you saw I
7, I think, is the address, I believe.
Both of them?
that sounds right, yeah. They're on either side of the drive.
Yeah,
I pulled the inventory, you saw what was there. There's really nothing. The trees weren't flagged for any particular reason, so the trees are in good shape, but again, if they're causing all that much of a sidewalk problem, and if the sidewalks are going to get redone, it's tough to work around a tree like that. So I agree. Let's look at the sidewalk and then make a decision on them.
okay. I just wondered,
I think next week it's supposed to be in the 30s, so
Yes. So
should start melting.
you hope.
But Dwayne told me to tell you that ugly trucks in town, they're taking the ones on Main Street down. They're going over here to get this one on 3rd and Jefferson. And then I don't know where they're going after that, but they said they'd be in town all week, taking trees down.
No, I saw them taking the one down Main Street.
Yeah.
Is that right across from the dollar store?
Get a list of what they're
Yeah.
removing so I can get it in the inventory.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that one's to the ground today.
Those ones that you had approved before, right? Correct?
Yeah, I just gotta figure out which tree's which, and yeah, I gotta figure out which tree's which and how to get them off. Moving on. Number 3, attire for committee members.
Yes, so I've been talking to the Winning Edge and Split Road Media, and nobody so far has gotten anything back to me. What I suggested and what I thought would be nice is like have a simple tree, in a circle, have a simple tree and a sidewalk flowing by it, not flowing by it, but going by it. And then just put Rochester, let's see, how did I put it? Rochester Tree and Sidewalk Commission underneath. Does that sound good for you guys? Now, does Rochester have any special color they use for their t-shirts or?
No, I don't think, basically, I think the park uses green, dark green, didn't they? Can't remember what they use. Usually it's like the colors that, the parks have a color scheme of green and tan, so that's kind of, they pick those things. If you guys want to pick a color scheme, you can use white with green, green with white, you can use whatever color you want,
Okay,
basically. I don't know, what colors are yours? So your t-shirts, your
stormwater.
stormwater shirts,
Oh,
whatever color you want.
that's whatever.
Yeah.
There's
It's
no,
just, it's just
there,
a logo.
well,
There's no,
there's no branding guide.
yeah, basically, they just gonna
There's
say,
no
we want a
branding
city of
guide.
Rochester, you know, such and such, so.
Okay,
The street department wears fluorescent green.
yeah, you guys wanna stand out, don't you?
Well, they don't want to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, they don't wanna get hit by a tree.
Give a Derek's.
So then one of those companies is going to create a logo and then do the attire as well, is what you're saying.
Yes, I'm gonna choose the one who gives me the cheapest price, since we're running out of money.
We're not running out of money yet, you're just starting the new year.
I know, but you were talking thousands over there and it was making me really nervous.
Well, that was the 40,000 from last year. We don't have to worry about that, that's all taken care of, so
Okay.
you got a brand new year here, baby.
We're good.
They'll spend it all in January.
See, that's what I mean.
Well, you can buy through it, but I mean, it's like. Yes,
Oh,
I need to finish on this Great Lakes invoice. What this was the digital time that they spent porting the data over, so
I read this.
totally expected this, so.
I assumed that you approved it, so I gave it to Karen.
Yep.
Today.
Actually, we hadn't approved it, but we talked about it.
But you sent it to me, I figured that meant it was approved.
Well, maybe.
We had talked about
Like
that
they're
once ago,
approving
yes.
it right now.
Yes, okay, I got it, so. Well,
Should you-
Okay,
Now?
it's already.
I guess we could, but it's already being paid, so. Well,
I know, we talked about it
Retroactive.
months ago.
We have not printed the checks. so
Yes, the
why don't you- why
retroactive
don't you-
approving could be in the minutes, so that is.
Just-
that
you
No,
go ahead
I
and
think
approve
we
it.
already approved it a long, so this has to do with
This is an
the,
additional invoice.
Yeah,
that
it
has
has
not
to-
been.
with the-
This was expected, and when we
Yeah, it
approved I think I mentioned it when we approved the.
Part of the.
Yeah,
it's part of the whole inventory thing.
that there would be additional fees due to, prior approved. Phil Klein, question about tree new subdivision.
That was for you, Amy. Did you get an answer?
I did.
Phil's not here to see it.
I know, it did, Phil said he was gonna call in, but he said he was
He
gonna
did
talk
not
to Eric
call.
about it. Okay, so from what I understand, having spoken to Heather today, because I had a meeting with her about something else, there are landscape requirements in the districts for multifamily and new developments. They have, most of that is in the R1. So she said if you would like to look that up, if anybody would like to look that up, you can look at the website under the Area Plan Commission ordinances and enforced by Planning Commission. And if you looked for R1, page 148, then you would be able to find the information associated with that. But she said anything that they would like to know about landscape requirements, which I told her it was specifically for trees. She said that would all be under landscape requirements. So that would be the language you would be looking for. It's a section in each of those special districts. So
Did you happen to look it up so you can give us?
I did not know. So I just got where that indeed there is information associated with trees and what needs to happen and where to find it.
So would I find that on the City of Rochester
Nope, that would
website?
be the county. So you would go to Fulton County's website and you would find the Area Plan Commission section. And then under that section, she said you would look for ordinances and enforced, I think it's called ordinances enforced by Planning Commission.
Oh,
and then-
enforced.
Yep, and then there's a whole document there. It specifically lays out all of what is required in each of the zone areas. She said particularly, it sounds like of interest would be R1 or new developments.
Yeah, I think that's what he wanted to know.
But she said there was nothing at all associated with individual homes. It's really all associated with multifamily homes as well as new developments. So there you go. Mission accomplished. I didn't have the exact language, but at least I got where it
So
could be looked up.
the new ones that are going out there behind Kroger's, does that fall into that?
Yes, they have landscape requirements for that. So when they will go out and do all of the
So they'll put all those trees in, which are not gonna be in our inventory.
That's what
Wow.
happens, it's not a final document here, moving, it's moving.
Mm.
that's why it needs to be managed.
Moving
So there's the
Do you happen to find it?
Now, Eric, if you wanted to provide them a document stating what kind of trees should be encouraged, that is, I don't believe in the actual.
We have that document. We have
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you wanted to provide that, so
That's uploaded onto.
they do not actually, I'm charging my computer, I was gonna look, but I don't believe that they state which trees are
that's not good.
suggested. It's just, they will state, you know, that trees need to be here, or there's
Yeah, that's not really. good.
landscape requirements is what he said.
Because we need to have certain trees.
Very spear crab, that's.
Do you see it, Eric?
I'm in ordinances and forest,
Yep, and it should be there. I was gonna pull it with you.
and I'm going.
You just want to look over his shoulder, Amy?
Oh, there's actually the other sheet.
She's probably listening to
I
us.
was like, oh gosh, you might be listening to it.
Oh, she could be
Did you
lying.
find it?
So you're looking for page 148.
But she said there was subsections for each of them that you would be able to identify where you're going to. That should make it easy. I was looking at her computer, not behind her, but I was looking at across the way when she was scrolling.
You know, we have a city code, we have a county code.
Oh, that went too far.
48. 8. Landscape standards. Landscaping is an essential part of the design development of a site. Such plantings are a benefit to the environment, public health, safety, comfort, convenience, and general welfare of the community. Standards will result in reduced stormwater runoff, glare, heat buildup, may reduce energy cost in structures, and will improve aesthetics of the community. The following general standards apply. No landscaping materials, vegetation, plants, shrubs, trees, retaining walls, bedding, light, or mounds may extend into any existing or proposed right-of-way or easement without the written permission from the agency that established the right-of-way or easement. No trees may be planted within 3 feet of sidewalks, streets, curbs, gutters, or other infrastructure unless approved otherwise by the Plan Commission. Planting near a drainage tile must be an approved distance from designated by the Drainage Board. The species of trees and plants proposed may be subject to approval of Plan Commission or its designees. Retention and detention ponds must be properly maintained. And then there's a chart of minimum plantings by use, but a lot of this is like multifamily, 3 trees, 1 ornamental, and 1 foundation planting. Well, that's not in the tree lawn. So, a lot of this is dictating planting in areas that we do not have jurisdiction on.
Is it necessary then for them to potentially I wouldn't go right now because they've got a lot of things that are on the docket, but at some point you would be able to just bring to their attention a discussion point associated with the trees in your jurisdiction?
Well, yeah, if they're in our jurisdiction, they should be using the list that's on the,
So
Because you technically cannot
you
actually.
can't tell them what they put in the backyard.
here's the problem. No trees may be planted within 3 feet of sidewalks, streets, curbs, gutters, or other infrastructure. Well, that means if you can't go 3 feet to the sidewalk and can't go 3 foot to the street, then that means every
Tree that you guys
Tree lawn
planted.
needs to be in excess of
6 feet.
How wide is our tree lawn? I don't know.
They vary from 12 inches to 10 feet.
So are the trees that you're technically planting as the Tree and Sidewalk Commission illegal?
That's what I was just getting ready to ask.
Well, this is the landscape.
That's why his son, that's why I asked how wide they
I'm
were.
like, oh God.
You gotta look at.
We're breaking our own area plan commission rules for the.
Well, yeah, but the trees that are in what we're dealing with right now were planted in 1980 and the sidewalks were already as big as they were gonna be. So you can't take that ordinance for what we have right now in Rochester, right? This is just for new.
Didn't say that, though, does it?
Says multifamily and new development is.
Well, what are we gonna do? Go make all of our sidewalks wider so we can?
Yeah, this is again, mostly for new development.
And,
Because that's what, one of the things that she did state was there is a difference between the new developments. Because I said, well, what do you do with what's currently happening? And she said, really, this is more for the new developments.
Yeah,
For the future.
that probably wasn't even, when was it approved?
we did not have an area plan commission until
That's somewhere written down, I should.
Late
90s, early 2000s, somewhere in that neck of the woods. I remember the first time they brought up plan commission and it was a war. And to try and get a plan commission approved. And my mom was on that board when that happened, so I heard the stories.
So there you go, I've done my assignment, I don't know what else information but I told.
Thank you for the information, Amy.
You're welcome.
I will call
Phil tonight with that answer
Okay.
and make sure that we cover that.
If there's anything else, then you would just need to speak with them.
Yeah, and I'll yank this out and see if I can just email the whole document is 200 and some odd pages, so I'll try and knock it out and put it into.
Yeah.
All right, new business on trees. Just a reminder, we have a
I'll put
bunch.
what Randy said under new business.
Okay.
It's the report.
Okay. Just a quick reminder, we've got about 20 trees to get planted, so we need to be looking for sites. Sidewalks, old business.
Yeah, here's what I came up with that Beth put on the official.
The person's name will be in there, it won't say dear participants, but.
Well, and I did remind Dwayne that, because he said, well, we can wait till the weather's warmer, except for what our ordinance or what our rules of operations say. And I myself, and this is just, and I haven't written it back yet, because I was busy, but if I'm planning for my budget, I'd like to have that letter to know that I'm approved, so that I can plan for my budget for the year. So that's basically, I haven't written
So
it
Beth
back.
needs the names of the people.
Yeah, well, because we said
But
we
you know
would
who
send
we
it
are.
by the
I
end
know.
of December, but you know.
But I
And I'll
have
fill
the names in the minutes.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think if it gets done like in somewhat in the near future, just so that if they're planning
Well, I
their
can-
budget,
I
then they
can,
know.
I can have
what
Kelly
they're
do it
doing.
tomorrow if you give me the list of the people.
Yeah, I'll get that to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
I don't have a list of people.
Well, yeah, but Mr. Border does. I'm just gonna text him or call
Well,
him.
she should have them then.
They might be in the minutes. I just don't remember.
Well, I mean, but she has the forms, who's got approved for the sidewalks.
For the application.
But were there only two that
There's
applied?
2 of them.
Yeah, there's only 2 people.
Yes, the only 2 people need.
Were there only 2 that applied, Randy?
No, there's 2 already approved.
Right, so those are the ones that need to get this lovely
Yeah, exactly.
participation letter. Did you guys see that, Jim?
It's the next open application process.
Oh, how much was that?
Because that was the other discussion point that I was trying to bring to his remembering was now that we have that, it's 50,000 minus what we have for the applications is what they have for sidewalk projects. this
So I
year.
get it done tomorrow.
Right, for the sidewalks,
Whatever
yeah.
that is.
It was 50,000 for the sidewalks, and then I don't know
But
how much.
50,000 less whatever it is, the applications is what they have, and that's what
But I
we're
thought the
talking about.
applications were only going up to like $2,000.
Facebook app.
Am I getting apples and oranges mixed up?
They are, but that's what I'm saying is I don't know how many the applications are, so it's like 50,000 minus whatever the
Well,
applications would
And
be.
most of these are in.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay,
then
got it.
it could be like 46 that they have to work with, but that was what they were asking last time, but nobody was here, so I said, we didn't
okay.
know how much they had to work with to decide upon sidewalks for this
Yeah.
year. And I said, well, it's just your 50,000 minus your applications from
Right.
last year, and that's what you're.
Good, Jim.
And that was.
Any questions or comments about that letter? Okay, seeing none, do we approve it or?
I don't know that we need to approve it, do we, Beth? I think Beth approved it. She's the one who asked for it.
Well, yeah, it's part of the whole SOP,
Okay.
so that
Okay.
got approved.
Personalize it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what she's asking me because,
So-
we couldn't remember the names of the winners, so I'll get that to her tomorrow and she'll change that, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Number two, Mr. Klein suggested a sidewalk edging program begin in April on Franklin, Madison, Monroe Streets from 9th to 4th. We've talked about this in the past, to inform the public of the work that will be completed, suggested that an article be placed in the Facebook page and an additional article in Shopper's Guide. I just told Anna to remind me later, but I'll mention it. There is another Facebook group of Rochester events.
Oh.
And it's an open Facebook page where you can pull events in the community and bring them in.
Anybody put stuff on it?
Sure, we can, if the city posts something, we can cross post it. I can carry it over or whatever. That's what a lot of it is. It's cross posting from other places.
I mean, if that's the case, I have, Jessica Schaefer gave me probably 10 years ago. You knew you grew up in Rochester?
Yeah.
And we have over 3,000 people that go there.
Yeah.
So I can put stuff there also.
Yep, there's a bunch of places to get that
So
out.
when were we going to? That should probably be in early April that we do that, right?
I thought you were talking about March 3rd. I missed something then.
No, this is the edging project.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, this is, we're going to go and get, I think,
I'm still back on the stupid letter thing.
actually.
Give me some break here. Okay.
Actually, so what happened, I don't know if it was last month or the month before, but I have a lady that I'm calling from the school to try to get us some help for that. So we'll have to know the exact date that we're gonna do that, to get that said help. So I'll put this back on the agenda for next month so we get a good date.
Next
I'll
month.
call that lady.
Next month, we'll set a date on this and I will be able to, I'll try and get some word through some of the churches. And see if we can get a little bit. We're also going to have to let the residents know what we're doing.
Yeah, Jim
So,
emailed me that very point, Eric,
oh,
under new business. He emailed me that
Yeah.
very point. Cause that's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, I look outside and somebody's over there edging my sidewalk. I might be a little freaked out about that.
Yeah, that might appear to be a little bit of like a
What?
infringement upon property rights, maybe.
yeah, and, we could maybe put together a door hanger or just knock through doors and do something and.
They might could send a letter in the water bill, just so that the water.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That, I'm agreed for you to do something.
They're not doing that.
That's what I just said your name because
I'm
you're
serious,
talking
because
about.
we're talking about the edger, because you can put an edger on the
A
mower,
grasshopper.
yeah, on the grasshopper, and then the parks can do it as part of mowing the lawns, but that's why I'm trying to,
Yeah.
why we're having a special project with people.
Well,
Because
because
we're
there's a lot of
engaging
people that
people.
don't edge their sidewalks and it makes the rest of us look bad.
It's not for
But
the
that's
park,
true, this is, okay,
for
this is,
the
we're
general
talking about the ones
public.
that are out, like, have you gone down 4th Street, it's not nearly as wide as it's supposed to be. So that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
You're
But-
talking about inside the city, the residential area.
Yeah, we're talking residential areas here.
Right, well, that makes sense then.
And,
And honestly, I've got a mechanized edger. I can run, and if you've got a football team behind me picking up the scraps, we can move.
For the wrestlers.
And,
You wouldn't
So
even
what are you
need,
offering me for?
they could put the broom
We
on
were
the
asking
the
if a letter was
utility
coming,
vehicle and come behind you and
that
sweep
we
them
would-
into the
we would-
grass.
well, in some of these sidewalks in this particular area, there is no sidewalk. I mean, that's how much they're covered.
Yeah,
You're not going to want to sweep that off. You're going to want to scoop it and move it. And in a couple of those places, it's brick. So, you're definitely not going to want to run heavy equipment or anything over that. So finding it by hand and finding the edge of the sidewalk and making those reveal, will be, I don't know how far we will get with it, but the whole idea is to go one step. It's really hard to replace a sidewalk when you don't even know what's there. And, but some of this would be, just a project to help people out, and some of this is a project to show people what's possible. So,
There is one, when you started sidewalks, I missed it, but on Pontiac between 15th and 13th,
A tree?
a sidewalk
It's a side-
Oh,
needs fixed because there's a big offset in it. So that probably ought to stick it on the whatever.
The project list.
Yeah,
Well, that was one of the discussion points. They were waiting for you to show up so they could talk about the projects of which that they wanted to do, because they didn't know if you had evil plans on projects. So if you didn't have
evil
plans,
plans.
I tease.
14th.
But
I didn't hear that. Where
But
did
they
you
were
say that
waiting to
was?
see what your plans were.
What was the address again? Between 14th and 15th?
No, between 15th and 13th on Pontiac.
Okay, 15th and 13th. Okay.
And the way Dwayne talked, it had been addressed that it needs to have something done.
I'm trying to think where that's on.
Okay. I'll have to look.
So what does Dwayne want us to do? Because he's called it out as it needs done, so you guys will just do it, right?
No, you have to decide that.
Yeah, you guys decide that.
Like you decide, you're still in the process of, like we talked about last time, of determining that's why Phil was sad that he wasn't gonna be here, because he forgot that you were gonna start talking about what projects.
So do we have to go out and vote that
Save the
sidewalk?
remaining money.
Remaining money, you have 40, we don't know how much money, it's
No.
probably
Oh,
around
okay, up to
46,000.
50,000, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere might be around 46, we haven't determined that, but that's what you guys get to decide, what projects you wanna do. If Randy doesn't have anything that he said that he's planning on doing.
Well, the only thing we're looking at is, what is it, 6th and Main at the Wellness Center. But
That's
that'll
ADA.
go all under ADA.
It's a man at the wellness center. Something wrong with that sidewalk?
It has to be ADA compliant and that.
Oh, it's not ADA. Oh, okay, because I was gonna say.
So yeah, we're gonna have to,
Yeah, and
there's a lot that goes into making ADA compliant.
So there's no grants that you guys are pursuing or anything, so they have like potentially the whole kit and caboodle to work with. and
Oh, they
decide
can
on.
just
Yeah.
have at it.
Bill is going to be very happy, so you guys get to decide what sidewalks you want.
But when do we need to have this decided?
What?
The whole thing. Here's our list. Here's our list, Randy. This is what we'd like to have done.
When you want to have that done.
I think Dwayne said today, sometime in.
Today?
No, not today.
Sometime.
When I spoke to him
It's getting
today-
dark out, eh?
No, when I spoke to him today to ask him where we were in the application process, then he said, well, I can't be there. Randy can speak on my behalf, but Randy's probably gonna say that they need to have it sometime in spring. Is that
Yeah, as
correct?
long as you get it before spring.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what is spring? Are we talking?
Well, I'd
I
like
don't know.
the snow to be
He-
gone.
whatever Randy
Sidewalks.
says, whatever
I'm sure
Randy-
you would. That's true also, Eric.
Somewhere in March,
Thank you.
Okay,
because if we can
Next meeting.
get it soon enough, we can get Landon scheduled to get it done.
So then they would just need to discuss and review like what area of sidewalks that. With
I'm
the,
sure
with
Phil
the
has a
understanding
list.
that you're suggesting a specific area.
I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm trying to backtrack, but on Third Street, the ADA thing, is that taken care of?
no. They're taking the tree out for it.
I know, but I'm talking about the sidewalk part.
Oh, no, the sidewalk I take care of.
But
Well, I guess that's the
we
other
have it
thing.
covered?
When, like on
ADA.
Third Street, we had a ADA come in because one of the people living in that apartment's on a walker. So there's 2 trees, one's been taken out, the other one's gonna be taken out, then we'll get the sidewalk put in. So normally,
is that in the third block headed toward the fairground?
no, it's first block.
Oh, it's the first block?
Right over here?
Yeah, Third and Jefferson,
Okay.
northeast corner.
So I get a little confused on the ADA versus regular.
Well, the ADA
Sidewalk
doesn't come out of their budget. That's a
No,
whole
with what
separate
I'm
budget.
trying to say is the sidewalk coming out of your budget and then the city's paying the ADA?
That's
out
what,
of
that's what
our-
Mr.
Out of our
Ward always
budget?
said. That's what he always told us, that they did the ADA and the sidewalk came out of our budget.
Okay.
Your boss.
Who's my boss? Mayor?
Because, no, he's
Well,
not the mayor.
border-
He's a separate,
Border's
he's a
not
separate
involved.
department. Randy is the special.
He's a special project and he's the head of the
Okay, I'm
stormwater.
sorry, I didn't mean to.
Stormwater department. Well, we're just letting you know. Okay, so anyway,
You're getting yourself in trouble.
so the ADA is covered though by us.
The ADA would be covered by the city,
Okay,
and if the sidewalk's gonna fall under the sidewalk commission,
Yeah, yeah.
then that part of the sidewalk would be covered by you guys.
Okay,
So then I guess that would come out of your budget too.
it's like one block there, right?
No, it's not.
Half a block,
So you're
okay.
still gonna have a lion's share of money that Phil can go and.
Yeah, I'm sure
redeem
Phil
it.
has a list of sidewalks.
Yes. He said he does.
I'm sure he does.
He's not here to speak on behalf of that. Yeah.
Good, Phil.
So,
okay.
you're gonna
That's
tell him
what
in
it
March if he wants to have influence, otherwise Eric will decide for him.
Yeah, Eric's talking to him anyway about the ordinance that he wanted to know about. Eric, you wanna
Yeah, I'll add that.
tell him March is when we need that list?
All right, well, edging project, we probably need to have that. We said we're going to do that in April.
Yeah.
So we probably need to set a date. All right. Do we have anything else for the agenda? Or items for discussion for?
I can make sure that I call. So are we using the Rent-A-Wrestler for our edging project, or did we decide we didn't need them?
No, it's
Picking up.
ISACs in the residential, yeah, you guys are gonna need whatever you need.
Okay, back to that just one more time then. So Amy came up with the idea for us to put something in the water bill, so
Right,
people aren't
I-
mad at us
I-
about
I
coming
got
and
it.
working on their sidewalks.
I've got a note in here to talk to Derek about that, and I'm sure he'll approve it. I need to go through him, I can't just.
So if we
hand
put it in there.
Water
Yeah,
office.
then they
it
know
has
it's
to
not.
be- It's a great idea, but it has to be approved, is what is being stated.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, and, we need to,
I'll put possibly.
yeah.
That
I
would be
do,
cheaper than making the,
hey, Eric, I do have an update for Steven's project.
oh,
Just-
we went past that already, but we can go backwards.
Well, no, that was old business. It wasn't on there, but Stephen did actually, because we left it as Phil Klein had stated that he didn't feel that money from the sidewalk budget should be put towards that said project.
Mhm.
So then you guys asked Stephen to go to the park board. He did attend the park board. That went really well. The park board really liked the project and approved the project because it was connected to the area where their butterfly garden was. So they said that's fine. And then he attended the redevelopment commission meeting next, and the individuals really appreciated that project as well. They're currently reviewing some potential financing for that project to see what that looks like.
They were
So
very excited.
they're very excited, and I believe that Ruth Gunter has agreed to be on his committee with him to review that, and they will do the funding from a different source.
And he also went to council.
Potentially, yeah.
Went to council, didn't he? And the
uh-huh.
council, no, he didn't?
No. So
I've seen him do it 3 times.
What was the
now.
second
I'm
one?
Sure.
the second was the park board. So.
No, I got the park board.
Redevelopment Commission. And they're the
Awesome.
ones that actually, like, the park board said that they would potentially go in with the redevelopment commission on some money if they were.
Board of Works.
Oh,
Somebody that, no, it was council because Trent said he was willing to do $1,000 out of the mayor's budget. Maybe
No,
that's
that
the
was the
Board of
different
Works.
That was a different thing.
Oh, no, tree, the sleep thing.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. He only.
Okay.
I know
These
because
people.
he texted me about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where we're at, is the redevelopment commission with the last meeting, they accepted the project and basically approved to meet with him, and then he'll go back around with another update for that. So the tree board basically, or tree and sidewalk board there's no money that.
We may have a place to drop about 20 trees, just line that sidewalk.
Well, actually, and Steve did say, you can utilize that sidewalk many times.
Yeah, so.
You
What?
said drop, I was gonna get you a fellow buncher.
So, yes, he said, we can use that.
Anything else?
I motion that we adjourn.
Motion made. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Opposed?
Okay.
6:05.
All right.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Really impressed. I'm thinking, we should be right about the end of the meeting, and I look at the clock and it's like 5:59.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, thank you, gentlemen.
We adjourned.
Yeah.
You come get next to us.
Just throwing it around just like I'm at home.
No,
All right.
no.
Hey, here's your,
Exactly, he doesn't want to spend time with that.
Probably irritate you anyways, to be sitting there yapping.
I irritate him time.
I'm showing that the website updates on because I forgot.
This iPad.
So-
What is that?
I don't know.
We actually just threw it back on the floor. Oh my God.
I shouldn't have picked it up without throwing.
It's off the bottom of the chair.
Oh,
Keep
okay.
it from scratching the floor.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, that's where I sat.
Drone gone wild over here, so she's throwing things
No,
around.
this isn't, no, maybe this is bigger than the thing on the bottom.
Now, you said you got this, Bill, so I don't.
Oh, I do, you're right,
Right, Beth?
probably off of mine, what?
You already got this?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
Hey Mom, Beth and I are gonna go get Mexican and not come with us.
Huh?
Beth and I are gonna get Mexican. We were
Are
trying-
ya?
Yeah, we were trying to get Randy to come, but he might not want to listen to us.
I'll tell you,
He said, I don't think I'm gonna listen to the girls.
I think
swap."
Dad already fried up the hamburger. We're having hamburger helper.
Oh, okay, well.
Let me call him. If he did, we'll join you.
Okay.
Chama
Mama.
in Mexico.
Yeah.
There's down there eating.
Oh,
Mexican food.
And it's really good.
See, I love
I
authentic
have
Mexican.
created.
They-
Well-
and I don't.
Oh, I
The thing I remember about this was
I like stuff.
I had it running.
this side was bar.
Hey, did you already do the hamburger?
There was no wall.
so basically.
Well,
The
because
tables
he's, and Beth are gonna go out for Mexican. They went.
So we went in there and I got meatloaf and mashed potatoes, which is.
Well,
should be
can we just use it
relatively
tomorrow?
safe.
Yeah.
The
But.
meatloaf.
Yeah, right there.
I lost it.
So I thought, oh.
On Main Street, but I'll be right there to get you.
Okay.
We'll get to, I'll get it figured out and we'll, I have one of my,
Potatoes.
got it, he looked,
So they had cayenne pepper.
Yeah, they had peppers in them and also.
He said yes.
Okay.
Are we going to the one on Main Street? Okay, I'll go pick him up.
Okay, well, so what are you looking at here, huh?
That is so funny.
Mr. Williams, see you later.
Yep, they,
Bye, Randy, see you later.
Offend you.
huh?
I didn't mean to offend you.
Well, no, I was just trying to figure out who my boss was.
100%.
I knew who my boss was.
So, this is the.
I thought your boss was,
So, we need this.
Rod?
you know, there's no,
It's like,
No?
well, it's the SOP.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Yeah,
So basically.
but we can't do that, so that's.
yeah, so now I've got to build it myself.
Yeah, so basically the home paper, because we put what they wanted to add.
How much
is
was
the
it?
application stuff.
Well, then you have a lot of work to
Is
do.
it on there?
Yeah, right
Can
here.
you?
His own control.
Add some of that.
I just don't know enough about, the whole ArcGIS system is a,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because you could basically,
Yeah.
like what you could do, this like.
I can't do anything, man.
Well, no,
I just call
know.
Bryce.
Yeah, but like if it says like, if it said sidewalk cost share program information and application. then
Okay, so
could-
you said it's over here in the announcements.
Yes, but they wanted it to be on there.
should log me in.
So we
Yeah.
just take it off the announcements?
I don't know if you can put it
Because it
on
takes a lot of
both or
time.
whatever. I mean, I don't know if you like keep it on both, like where it's like, because we talked about the community, having it on the community page.
Hang Why is that not open? I gotta figure this out. So, okay, so.
So basically, like,
Tree, oops, sorry.
yeah, so this does not go to anything.
Okay,
So
so
basically, their SOP is gonna change anyway.
RochesterTrees.maps.org.gis.com.
Go to that.
Okay, so then you want 2 links, is what you're saying?
Yeah, 2 links, one for the tree and like the tree replacement stuff.
I don't know
Actually, I think,
galleries are supposed to do.
yeah. So they don't have the inventory of the trees on there,
Well,
yeah.
We haven't even gotten it.
No, not that.
Map viewer.
Tree species was supposed to be.
So I should be able to pull this on.
Have that, I've never seen it.
Hey, Eric,
I mean, he gave it to us in printout, but I can't.
but they can upload it. and-
We can do, filter,
It has, oh, look. One
So
for
basically, tree
approved
removal and replacement.
tree status
Tree removal.
is not,
You can just put a link that says approved tree.
is stump,
Trees or
those
whatever.
are stumps.
Okay.
So we can filter stuff out, and the first thing Bittner said is, why didn't they put any colors in? Because nothing's sorted by color
Yeah,
or
it's, there's share.
visual in here.
So
That's, again, that we didn't get air conditioning.
we should say cost share program.
Well, there's cost shares
application.
underneath it.
I know, but this is confusing.
We can do it all, it's just, it's not,
Oh, the program, I
But
see. So
that's
this
the
should say,
that's like
okay.
cost share, so sidewalk cost share application.
okay, sidewalk
Cost share.
yeah, we can do that same search with,
But
I
I
don't-
don't want to say to Rochester, huh?
Rochester, yeah, I can say.
name is,
I know, you don't have to.
name a species.
I'd like to be consistent.
I know, that's fine, so you can put city of Rochester.
Species, what do you want to see?
Share, app.
Red Oak.
But
Hang on, where was that?
that was under
Red.
community, so I think you can keep it.
88.
But
So
the-
right now,
Yeah, the question
More
is,
than I thought.
I found this one interesting. Let's go to White Oak.
have it under their sidewalk.
That is interesting, isn't it? It's city park and it's over here around the golf course.
can't imagine why you couldn't, but yeah.
You can also find,
Does that make sense?
search value.
3 little, like the red dot or the red bar here, or
Calorie pair, that was a good one.
She can deal with it.
oh, this is wrong.
30 calorie pairs on the inventory.
Lord.
That's, how much ash is left?
I bet you don't remember. Not what she told them. You give them a calendar.
I know, and they just keep finding back and forth.
15 white ash.
Nasty. And I know he overcharges us. Trent Price doesn't know it.
8 green ash.
Scroll over east of Lake and see. We're in the city, but I don't know where to have us down as a city.
First Tuesday.
Yeah, they inventoried out here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all been inventoried.
Fix that, but I'm not sure.
No, it's basically, it talks about like the sidewalks
You
and.
give their terms.
3 years, but it doesn't say what their actual year terms are.
Oh, that doesn't help. Supposed to put the dates. Dates for terms, not.
I did notice that they managed to put every tree on Washington
But
Street. They gave it the wrong street name,
I got a feeling they expired.
Rochester, so, yeah. I've got a little bit of playing and figuring out before
Yeah.
the meeting, but the good
Yeah, we
news
got
is
it.
I have a staff meeting at
Same time.
Oh, gotcha.
Spring Mill. And Bit
Hiring
will
terms.
be there, maybe I can corner him one evening to, between him and Vince, maybe I can sit the two down and say, show me. And, but yeah, all the trees in Rochester were, I started changing them, but
So far, they haven't.
that's Washington Street, not Rochester.
Would have to get this.
So
Okay, here. Eric,
change them all. It's not hard. To change that, you just go in and Well, that one.
Renew-
Start working on.
Oh
27
my God, that's kind of
engines
annoying.
this year, so. But he's appointed by, I mean, he'll go ahead and reappoint.
Yeah.
So
So
This one is,
I should
That stuff.
remind him that that's coming up for June. I should do that, remind him.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and I was like totally.
tree, Rochester Boulevards, he hit edit. Come down here, Washington Street, update, and it's done.
Yeah.
So you can do the same thing as if you're gonna remove a tree, you know, we can come in here and
Back as
See?
credit on the financial taxes, federal
And-
income taxes. And the IRS in infinite wisdom gave no.
come in here and say,
Did not update the forms. And.
you know, we can put in a work description,
That's the first time ever that anything.
reason, work order,
Didn't have any guidance.
move.
What's this? I call them, I go, oh, that's the one big beautiful bill act number, and I go, it shouldn't be in box 14. And they go, well, they're not gonna look at it anyway, and I go, well, the whole point of it is to be able to take a credit on their taxes. And they go, well, you know, they're not gonna check it. Well, not to mention the fact that it was only 1 month, it's supposed to be a year's worth. So I spent
I didn't just delete that tree.
days trying to find, then they sent me these spreadsheets, made no sense, and they did, I kept saying, this doesn't work, and they go, the formula's right. I said, the formula is right, your data is totally wrong, it's called
Anyway,
ego, it's
Yeah.
called.
but
Yeah.
that off,
Said, they are not right, so you know what we did?
just how,
Okay, we went through and printed every.
walking down the street with an iPad,
Yep.
so,
Pay statement,
thank you very much, sir.
I do about everything I do with mine.
hours calculated, the overtime premium.
I mean, that's what we're using for,
Sent them to all the employees, and it was just 3 years.
what we're using
I thought that was a miracle.
I think
for
that's.
nursery inspections. It's a custom application.
Lord,
Are these paycheck?
I don't know, Jane vouched for him, but I have not been happy, but
Well,
there's nothing you can do about now.
There are some challenges. Jim, I really like that book that you gave me, or that you sent.
Oh,
I don't know what inspired you to think to send that to me, but it was actually perfect timing.
What was it?
Being George Washington.
Oh, yeah, you told me about
I
that.
tell ya,
Yeah.
it has, I have been reading that.
She has been talking about it.
I have because,
ultimately, it's a pretty good leadership book.
well, honestly, it's like a lot of the challenges that we're dealing with.
Bye, Eric, see you
and I
next
felt
month.
like
I will try to
the
remember
biggest
all
part
the
was like
crap you gave me. I'll probably send an
portion
email.
I just felt like
that's
was,
fine.
And I will, I'll try and be better at reading my emails this month.
Oh, that's okay.
and
I was
with a lot of the
thinking,
things
you know,
that
there's
we're
room on
dealing
the,
with now.
bills
I
to
feel
actually
like
put
that's
little
really big.
messages, so I don't know if that's,
Encouraging
rather do that, but
because
just stick a
there's
letter in it. Probably a letter. I don't know how big the,
I
I don't know what wording you
both
wanna
the
use.
Republican Party
I
and the
don't even know. We've got Phil picked a pretty big area.
Well, and you know what?
Right.
Yeah, you said
And
next
we're
month.
not
We,
going-
yeah, we tabled it till next month anyway. I'm sorry. It won't be till the April bill.
Yeah,
And that's fine if we're going to do
measured
it in
and
April.
strategic
So the April
and
bill will go
intentional
out
and,
April
you know,
2nd, so
supposed to be just like
we'll
a
have to do it next
process,
month.
then just went off
Make the
the rails.
decision so we can get it in there.
I'm trying to get better about
creating
Yeah.
on
And then
this meeting, creating a hit list.
As
Oh,
a point of
yeah.
reference, I am
Well,
easily.
you kinda had one.
Punch list.
Likely canceling on
Yeah, that's kind of how I work is if you don't,
family that we were.
Yeah.
really, rather than send out minutes, I'd almost rather send out, you said you're going to do this, you said
Yeah.
you're going to do this.
There is a set, I had found a minutes, template that had that kind of stuff on. Everybody loved it. Kind of pain, but it is kind of
We will probably do that.
nice. At the end, it's like next steps. Boom.
Yeah, yeah, that's, I went through, there's a company called
Right.
strat.
The state parties
What's
get
called
involved.
Leadership Strategies,
Okay.
Put a policy together.
and they are a professional facilitation group. So if you come in and you say, I want, you know, I want to do a meeting on this, or I want,
And what they have.
my group is going to get
Get together and by the time we're done,
the product I want is a new onboarding process for the entire Fortune 500 company.
My Lord, okay.
And these people walk in and they say, okay, you got all your shareholders in the room. So the job of a facilitator is to work that conversation through and get you that product at the end of,
So they do that.
um,
Gosh, I have this